behind you. You look tired.
I am tired. Pissed off. Charlie Kirk. You know Charlie Kirk?
I seen that before I come here. You were looking for another crossing guard. Did Clevenger's quit or?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's a long story, but I could be happy to tell you. Just.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
They mow for me.
It's been a nonstop. Are we on live yet?
I haven't clicked it yet.
Okay. It's been nonstop drama since last year.
Yeah, they're very two little peas in a pod.
Yeah, she can't do a whole lot without him being there.
No.
That's the issue.
They take care of mowing for me up at Chalmers. They're always calling me.
they've seen
Can
it
we
up there.
remove this bush? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do?
It's exhausting.
Just mow the yard. Just.
And I
Can
said-
you
I said-
landscape that hill because it's very dangerous? And I'm like, it's been mowed since 1975.
You're live now. Live from Brookston.
Darn it, it's so hard to find somebody for those times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
That's a problem.
It's the Emmett and Troy show.
I got Chris Landrum come back and is filling in. She don't want to do it all full time, but she'll fill in until we can find somebody,
Nice.
or eventually I'll just have to take it over. But
Nice.
We did have one lady come get an application, but never brought one back yet.
Good. Fingers crossed she will. It's a dedication. I mean,
yeah, it's not a moneymaker. It's just
right. For those hours and
you just want to be involved in something.
mm-hmm.
I think you ought to do it, add on to the rest of your.
Well, I thought about it. But see, I had an area plan commission meeting Monday. I had to be at the Reynoldstown board meeting last night. Now tonight I am here.
You didn't drink your water, did you?
No, I didn't. We only flushed the toilet at work and maybe wash my hands, but yeah. No, when I first showed up, there were 3 cop cars out there, and I'm like, what kind of a meeting is this? What am I getting into here? And I went inside, and of course, you know, it wasn't too bad. It was probably about 7 o'clock when I left, and there were 2 residents that just spoke about their black water. And I can fully understand why they were there. When you're taking a shower and your water turns totally black,
That's gross.
and you have too much magnesium in it, too much
the manganese.
chlorine in it, too much everything killing everything. I wondered there for a while because I cleaned the toilet and, you know, I flushed it a few times. It was really cloudy, like a yellow, and I'm like, what? I just cleaned this toilet. What is going on with this?
Yeah, the black. That's manganese. Manganese is.
The black. People are getting black. They'll start taking showers as kind of a cloudy white, and it just turns black on them, and they are in it. That's what's going on up there. It's awful.
Manganese naturally in the water like that, or is
Yeah.
it?
Right.
Which is weird because here we have a little bit of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go to Chalmers, they have like none because you know test for it there, and then you go another 6 miles.
Y'all learned to go new.
Yeah, a lot.
Put
Yeah, a
those
lot.
in.
A lot.
What's the fresh candy?
Yeah, got to put the fresh candy.
Just woke up from a nap. I'm
For your birthday?
not. No, yeah.
You gotta go home and nap.
Yeah, well, I was playing out grandkids today, so.
Josh just texted me and said that.
I usually
video's
have them
labeled August
Friday,
27th.
Saturday.
I told him already.
8
I told
a.m.
him
till
already.
about 6 p.m. every
The
Saturday.
video is
Every other
labeled as
Saturday,
August
Sunday,
27th.
and
Is it not working?
from
Oh, it's working. It's on. It's
working.
It's
working.
got the
He'll fix it.
on Fridays.
I don't know what he did to fix it.
It's fun, but
Oh,
I
he'll
don't
fix
run
it.
him, yeah.
that's why you have kids young, I guess.
Take him to Faith Christian
It's locked. You're
East,
good.
take
You're
him to
good.
Faith
He'll just
Christian
take
I just don't
North,
have to do
Liberty
anything.
Park
You don't do
Zoo,
anything.
the
Okay.
parks, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
She's always waking up going, so what are we doing today? I was like, you're 6 and you want a schedule?
It's
She
a-
needs a schedule.
It's learned behavior, so.
Well, Nemo's not so nice on behavior. She's like, Nemo, but if I do that, I get in trouble. Yeah, that's what I do to her. She ain't talking to you. She's so funny.
Yeah, Kim, I'm sitting back in the recliner, I was watching TV and fell asleep. She's like, hey, just take that still. Oh. I'm good.
Yeah, Wesley come and found me and he's like, Mama,
What do you mean?
I want my daddy awake. And I said, you want your daddy awake? And I said, well, touch him. No. So I go in there with him. He's sound asleep in the chair. I wonder why, because you stay up until midnight. Not him, but the kid, you know. Trenton. He's like, I'm like, Daddy, you're up.
Yeah, well,
Resting my eyes.
till 1 a.m.
I know she wanted to spend the night last Saturday night, and I thought she'd be done by 7. Oh no, just read me 2 books, let me ride my Power Wheels car and all this, and I'm just like, I am really done.
Yeah.
I just want to sit down. Finally, she passed out.
Ralph taking that?
No.
You're about to make it where you can get there from there. One more road construction piece.
Tell ya.
These old people with naps.
Yeah, I just turned
Careful.
59 day, I'm not that old, alright?
You're 9 years older than me. I just turned 59 today. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go out for dinner or something.
Well, we went out. Saturday. Cause I work this weekend, so we
I
just
know, it's
the
like-
weekend before.
Nothing special the day, really.
Not to me.
Yeah, no. Once you turn 21,
birthday,
your
it's
special
just-
birthdays, they all go
Just
downhill.
all adding up after that. So.
Yeah.
Well, you do hope for that birthday, the insurance rates go down.
Oh, well, yeah, you get some of those, but, and then they go back up. See, that's good. They do that for a while. But it's the other way around. So. As we hear.
Is this Mary?
You say I'm old.
Oh my gosh.
You called me,
Thank you.
didn't you, Robert?
Yep, there he is. We're at doctor's pay by 4 minutes.
Ralph, we were trying to call you and
Well,
text you.
She called somebody, so.
Yeah, she called
I
somebody.
left my phone
It was
at
my
home, so
sister-in-law. I said, Jean?
picking up
Yeah,
the-
this is Mary. I
She
said,
calls
"No,
her
Mary
sister-in-law looking for you.
Her name's Mary too.
Mary, so.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, for one thing, before we get started, we need to vote who is going to run the meeting tonight.
So someone just needs to make a motion to make somebody run it.
I make a motion to let Dawn do it, she's
That's
the
fine.
longest serving member.
Yeah, see, you're older.
Been
And-
years on the board, but.
Yes.
Hey, we're not getting technical here.
There you go. All right.
After you do this, we need to just do a public hearing on the budget. Nobody's really here.
Okay.
And then Ken would like to go first because he has to leave.
Okay.
So, let me get this on.
Don't let Terry start first.
Okay, September 10, 2025 meeting.
Okay, we just need to approve the minutes. Do we have a motion for approval of the previous meeting minutes, August 27 minutes?
Motion we approve the minutes as presented.
Mark the first,
I'll second it.
Ralph seconded. Motion passed.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect.
Okay, so now we move on to approve accounts payable.
Make a motion, we approve the accounts payables presented.
I'll second.
Ralph first, Mark seconded. Now we need
All
a
in
motion,
favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. And it's approved. Accounts payable approved. All right, tonight we're having a public hearing on the 2026 budget.
And that was, we already discussed it in July, at our second meeting in July. So this is just a public hearing and it doesn't really look like we have anybody
Anybody got
present
anything to
for it. So, okay, so then I guess there's no questions
No
regarding the
questions?
budget?
The look I just got, I'm voting
So, okay, so,
Right, do we have a motion on accepting the 2026 budget?
Make a motion we
like a
accept.
public hearing.
Yeah, it's just a. you can
Yeah, it's
do
just
the
actually
motion.
a public
And
hearing.
close the
Just a
public
public hearing, okay,
Yeah.
so we don't have to accept
Right,
anything.
not until
Okay.
the adoption, and that will be at the next meeting, will
Next
be the
meeting.
adoption.
And you can just do a motion to close the public hearing.
So we will make a motion to close the public hearing for the 2026 budget.
I'll make a motion, we close the hearing.
I'll second.
Okay, so Ralph first, Mark seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Ken wanted to go.
Yeah, Ken wanted to go next. Are you ready, Ken?
Smith.
Am I supposed to sign this one, Gina?
I'm sorry, I just put, CM. Yeah, that's fine,
What's your name, sir?
Sorry about live streaming, the date's been corrected already,
okay,
so
cool.
you're good to go. You are live and it is the correct date. The State Road 43 water line project, which I've been working on, we have solicited contractors, and we've solicited F&K contractors. They've submitted a proposal. We solicited AccuDig. AccuDig said, sorry about that. They sent an email saying we're not doing it. We solicited a couple other contractors. Their names are on here. I'll give these to the attorney for her review that we properly procured the contractor, State Road 43, whenever she had a chance to look at that, if she wouldn't mind, please. Pay applications for various contractors. Reith Riley Construction Company, they're complete. pay application for $319,684.35. They're done. I think the work is good to go. And unfortunately, yeah, one from some company called Municipal Civil who wants their money for the engineering of the project.
I think we need to deny that one.
If you could, go ahead, I would, no, it's good. I have 3 pay applications from RQAW for the State Road 43 water line project. I can give the Rebecca, or her for the, who already used it. For your records. RQAW was chosen to do the plans for the water line because they are also the designer of the project. So if there's an issue, it's all on them. So they have 3 pay applications. Their contract total was for $16,000. This is reimbursable through the grant. So once you pay these, keep the invoices. We will send that to the state. They'll send you the check back.
Okay.
So this is for $10,250. There's number 1.
Did you see?
No, that's all goes to
Ralph, did you see the F and K?
No.
$1,000, and then there's another one for $125. I'll submit these for you,
You already saw that
for
one.
your consideration.
You just don't have
That's
to
right.
see it yet.
Then I have a pay application from Dash L Construction for your consideration for $40,655. This is for their bond and their insurance certificates. They have to submit a payment bond, and then if something goes wrong, then they pay for the project for you. And this is for the water line project. They've already begun the water line project, and it's they've been changed. And then I have a quotation. The town council agreed that previously that instead of having the contractor buy all the materials, that you would buy the materials. And we chose a 6-inch line instead of a 4-inch line. So we propose to approve this utility supply quotation for $4,123 for 380 feet of 6-inch diameter DR13, and then associated PVC or type K copper water service to each individual home, and that will go with the F&K construction, and the town will still have that on stock. I assume they'll deliver it to you, and then when they need it, they'll come get it from you. The final thing I've got is we would request permission from the town council to submit to the Office of Community Welfare as a grant application for the wastewater project, along with a permission to submit a preliminary engineering report to state revolving funds for the wastewater project. Courtesy, I guess, is doing grant administration on that. They're gonna be writing the grant for you. So if you wanted to move forward with that project, I've been working with Emmett on it. I need to get with him here to finalize everything. But in the meantime, once we finalize it, we need to move pretty quick to submit it to the state for improvements to the plant. If that's all right with you, Emmett.
For the sewer, did you say for the sewer?
For the Senate, for the wastewater treatment plant.
Okay, the wastewater.
So it'll be a grant application to Curbsy and then a preliminary engineering report to state revolving funds.
Yeah, I received an email from them
Emily.
today, wanting to know about meeting right before one of ours, I think our second meeting, wanting to meet 45 minutes before to kind of go over it.
Yeah.
And then go into our meeting.
Yeah, it's up to you guys, whatever you wanna do. If you wanna do that, then yes, yeah. This will improve things at your wastewater treatment plant.
Okay.
Needed improvements.
Need a motion?
Right, yeah, we need a motion to, for Finn to submit the wastewater grant.
Yeah, I make a motion that we allow Ken to
Submit the wastewater
submit the
grant.
wastewater grant.
I'll second the motion.
And the preliminary engineering report as well?
Yeah, yes.
Right, and the preliminary report, who's that go to?
State revolving funds?
State revolving funds, thank you.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Motion carried.
I don't have anything unless you have something for me. Get out here, so to say.
No, you want me to bring these up? in a
Yeah,
minute?
yeah,
Okay,
that's all
all
right.
right.
That paving looks pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great, Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank you.
Alright, now to get back to the agenda, Rebecca was next on the resolution for transferring surplus ambulance.
Right, so obviously to Monticello, and I see we've been talking with, here in the fire department about transferring the, ambulance to us, so we just need to adopt this resolution to do so, so you guys have that, so we have to accept it.
I would like to table that until the next meeting, cause this is pretty much all new to me, and I'm not really sure why we're taking an ambulance. I thought our initial agreement was that Monticello would supply an ambulance, people to run it, and we would supply the building and living spaces and so forth.
Yeah, anything on that?
You know why, I mean,
So
this is just in
the
this
ambulance, is essentially Monticello has replaced their ambulances, so this
Right.
is essentially an extra one. And this would be one that the fire department could use. Now, it's not fully stocked, we would have to buy a cot and a system for it, radios,
It's more of a first responder ambulance or
no.
BLA, or is it full? service
It
ambulance?
would be full and if that need arose, but it'd also carry, manpower, the grain rescue tube, if that's needed, other items that aren't carried on other trucks because there's no room.
So it doesn't replace the,
No,
the
it would,
agreement with the county,
Right.
they still
I-
have two ambulances here, yeah.
It's just that this is the first I heard of
Yeah,
it
yeah,
recently.
that's fine.
I have no idea why we're doing it or what it's for. So
Yeah.
that's my question is, you know, exactly what will be used for.
yeah.
You have, a bay in the
Mhm.
department, okay. And so then the town of Brookston then would become liable for the insurance on it and also all the maintenance on it, right?
Well, I think that's a discussion that needs to be happening with Jason, because of the items that are needed on that ambulance, the town probably, it's not in your budget to pay for it. But we were told when the ambulance was coming, when, the chief of Monticello was talking about it, that it was coming directly to us, not through the town. So we had been banking money to stock it and furnish it the way it needs to be furnished out of our own budget from the township funds. But if it's in the town of Brookston's name, township funds can't pay for it.
Yeah. So I guess, you know, those
They
are.
could, I mean, we could work on a way to do that, I
Yeah,
guess.
there's still
there are ways to
questions
do
like
that,
Yeah,
right.
so I
The
think
insurance and
Yes.
the maintenance,
Yeah.
you know, the
Do it
cost to
all
keep
part of the
upkeep
agreement with them,
and that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, my understanding is probably that the fire, or Monticello has to transfer to another governmental
Government
entity
Yes.
in order to do the trade, so that's what they're obviously looking for, they can't transfer it just to the fire department itself,
Yes.
because it's not a governmental entity, so I assume that that's what they,
But
where
I,
that part came in, at least anyway, but,
I'd like to get some
We'll
more
flush out
information
that.
before we
Okay.
act on it right now.
okay. I'll let Monticello know
I
that
agree, I
we're
think you
working
should
on that.
involve Jason though in those conversations.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
You should.
Cause I would like to talk to the insurance company as well and see what they think and, you know, the cost would be to do that and so forth.
Okay.
I'll let
Is-
Monticello
is the
know
other-
we're all not.
Council members okay with
Yeah.
tabling that?
Should we
Okay,
make a
so
motion?
motion.
To
Motion
table
it?
To
Yeah,
table it.
that's fine.
I'll make a motion that we table the resolution for the ambulance until the next meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, now next on the agenda was update on the summer baseball agreement.
Yes, so I did change all of the things that we asked for in the last one. I emailed, I think Regina now has that as a Word document form, so you can fill in the names, and add the dates for whoever's doing it, so if anyone has any questions on that other than that.
No.
Okay,
Do we have a,
Okay with the agreement?
the way that it, with it
The new one?
updated,
Yeah.
alright.
do we have a motion on that?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we accept the new baseball agreement.
I'll second.
First, Ralph seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion passed. Okay, any new or old business?
Yeah, a couple things I want to bring up. One is, been researching, we're trying to start at Florida too. Us as government officials, the town, police office, if we go to a .gov email,
Mhm.
there's a lot of benefits to it, especially because if anybody wants open source records, then they can get your personal emails if business is conducted that way. And briefly spoke with Terry about it, and he agreed. So I would like to start that process.
I wish I was informed.
Okay. .gov email.
You are. We just now started talking about it.
Before I email you, so I wish I was more informed on it.
Well, we haven't done it yet, so that's why we're talking about it.
It is the common, I mean, other towns that I represent, the same thing, that it is the common thing that I recommend for everyone. You shouldn't be using private emails for communication with regard to, anything you're doing with the government.
Right.
Because anyone who asks for a public records request can get any private email.
Well, this just
using
came
it.
up for
What do you
us.
mean as far as a
Yeah.
private? It's a town of Brookston email.
Yeah, well,
It's
it's,
through Comcast, it's a private.
so you guys are using you're not using your private home email addresses, right? Are you just forwarding to those?
Brookston's using
It's the town of Brookston.
is,
email.
but
Email.
the rest of
Okay.
us have
Email address, yes.
different email addresses.
Right.
So
Right, so I mean, so hers is that.
security
that's the rest
compliance,
of
they're
you.
not in compliance.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when she sends stuff to us, it's at our
That's,
personal
that's,
email.
Right.
that
yes.
is what, I think that's what we're
Yes.
talking about, not your, they need town of Brookston email addresses as well. That's the way that, I mean, in other towns, it doesn't have to be a .gov version of it, it can be the town
Right.
of Brookston's
Right.
version.
They,
But you need to have
but they've
one.
got security safeguards in
Yes,
place
exactly.
so that,
Yeah, so you're not subject to, cause
Yeah,
right, anything
yeah.
that's going to you guys privately in your own private emails
Right.
makes your private emails now susceptible to public records
Exactly.
requests.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, we've
so,
had talks about that in the
Yeah.
past too,
Yeah.
and we know it's a problem, so.
Yeah, yeah,
And-
it's definitely worth doing.
for the most part, it's free. So you just gotta apply and go through the steps. So I just started looking into it yesterday.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Second of all, and I've talked to him that we were walking around or I was walking around the walk-in park. That new asphalt that we've got, or I guess it's a couple years old now, but there's big patches of grass growing up in the middle. So I wanna get something to where we start sealing that, filling in the gaps so that if winter comes and the rain gets in there, it's gonna split that
I
asphalt
thought they were
apart.
supposed to take care of all that stuff.
Well, part of the problem stemmed with, they just paved over the old, and the old wasn't the smoothest. So usually new asphalt's only as good as what you lay it on.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the initial issue. There's also, with the time of year they were doing it in November. So with the colder temps, it was cooling off faster than they could get it rolled. But they did run seal coat on it, but seal coat's good for smaller cracks. But over the last couple of years, some of those have gotten big enough that that's what's allowed the grass to come up through. So really to preserve it, we're probably gonna need to look to see about doing actual crack sealing on the cracks throughout that. If we're gonna preserve that, cause otherwise it's gonna, you know, get to the point it's gonna get redone again.
Yep. Now we need
When I researched it, it's about $2,000 a year just to maintain it. But to redo it, you're looking for a mile. I think it was way up there. $100,000, I think, was
Yeah.
max. So I don't want to, with the budget constraints and stuff, I want to take care of it now so that
Yeah.
we're not just there, but I saw the pickleball courts and stuff are
We
cracking.
sprayed, the weeds were sprayed, right?
Yeah.
They were dead. Okay.
But with that being said, anytime we got the cracks, it filters in dirt and everything, and we start growing. When
More
the weeds
weeds.
grow, it separates the asphalt, deteriorates it. I noticed the pickleball court had some cracks in it, so I'd rather be ahead of it than
So we need to,
have to redo
As
it.
far as the pickle, you're talking about the ones right here?
No, down there.
Yeah, well, that was one that, that was in 22. We had talked about that. That was when we had looked at getting, doing the new coating on it. But we were also looking into redoing it because that asphalt surface is probably 25 plus years old. And that's part of the reason why we still have bird baths, because they could only do so much when they.
But I'd still like to be able to fill the cracks in so that when winter time comes, it doesn't keep getting worse as we go.
so we need to get an estimate from somebody to try to do the sealing and
I think so.
so forth.
Because if we don't, we're just gonna be behind it again. We're gonna have to totally redo it. It's gonna cost more money in the end.
They would have to do it quickly.
Yeah, so we'll wait till November, it's gonna be some
Mhm,
of the
yeah,
issues.
too
And they already said we're gonna start seeing some of the weather reports I saw, expect snow in November, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but they said this winter,
Good.
depending on
Good.
Talking like that.
La Nina and El Nina, it could go either way, but right now it's favoring a, wet, snowy, cold winter, so.
All right.
That, and then, I know we talked about the fence that was damaged down at the park. I'm pretty sure we approved in the minutes to get that replaced with the all black fence, that whole section.
Black mountains.
What, did you find out in the minutes if that was? I'm pretty sure we all voted for it, and you said yes, replace it.
Yeah, cause I'd originally got the quote just for putting back the same normal silver chain link, and then the color was brought up, and like, I wasn't sure on, that was a, yes, just doing black, or actually, and it's 145 foot, section, and based on, Bailey Fence, who did this one, gave me a quote for it. It's about $20 a foot, and that's with them tearing out and putting in. It'd be roughly around 3,000 for that section. Because doing the whole Wood Street Park, that was gonna be 14, because it's 700 foot. So if we do just that 145 foot section, it'll be around 3,000 to get that done.
I think we need
And
to
then if we tear it out, it'll be a little cheaper.
look back in the minutes, but I'm pretty sure we approved to get that replaced.
Mhm.
And something I noticed, it seems like we do a lot of approvals and then they fall by the wayside and we don't remember what was done.
Right,
So
yes,
maybe we need
yes,
to
I found
keep an updated list where
Uh-huh.
we can say, yes, it was approved, instead of just having to
And
refer
get
on
it
that.
done.
Yeah, cause the longer we wait, the harder
Yeah.
prices go up and everything else, so.
Mhm.
Like I said, then soon.
So, and you're gonna take charge of that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you have
That's all I got.
anything else? Okay, so got Dove email, walking park, and the fencing. All right, is that all we had for new and old business?
I don't have anything else. Jason, you just came in, do you have anything?
I just came to talk about the ambulance.
Okay.
Okay.
I can wait.
Might as well talk
Well,
about
go
it
ahead,
now.
yeah.
We're good.
Oh, there you go.
Do I need to approach? or-
Ralph had some questions about it.
Okay.
yes.
So, excuse me. When I talked to Cody back in May, they were gonna give us an ambulance for $1. So the original idea was for them to give it to Prairie Township Volunteer Fire Department, but George said that it had to go to a government entity, which, to my recollection, Prairie Township trustee or the town of Brookston are both government entities. My understanding was it could be a pass-through through the town. No, that not work?
I mean,
I think it's
Because-
terminology.
yeah, I mean, obviously they can transfer it to us, yes. Can we then transfer it to you?
It'd be
Well-
the
I don't know that we
same
can.
thing, it'd be, we would
Yeah.
transfer it to another government or agency, right?
Well, I mean, once we have it, we could allow it, obviously, to be used by you, just like any of the other fire equipment that's partly owned by the town. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, that's of course possible.
So, the day of, which I know this is probably a sore subject, but Cody actually called me the day of the funeral procession while I was waiting to block traffic. And I explained to him that it can't go to the town because of the separate budgets. So the town doesn't have the money or doesn't have a budget set aside for the radio equipment, the cot, and all the extra additional things that need to be put on the truck. But at the same time, it didn't really make sense to me. But anyway, I told him that Prairie Township could receive the ambulance, and then that way we could spend our money on that ambulance. Like, it would make more sense to us to do it that way. That's the way we had it planned originally. Prairie Township Volunteer Fire Department is a municipality recognized by the state of Indiana. So I don't understand why it couldn't go to the fire
And
department.
George didn't tell me about that part, so
Right.
why he chose to do, because I agree Prairie Township is a municipality itself.
Right.
So I don't know, I mean, it can certainly hold title to it as well.
So you're talking the township,
The
not the fire
township,
department.
not the fire department, the
Right.
township can.
Right. So my problem was is if the town got it, we can't use our money on that ambulance, but I don't know, like I don't know what to do with it. Like,
Well,
I
you
mean,
could,
we're
so
not-
it's just a matter of contract, right? Because obviously we spend a certain amount of money that we give to the fire department every year for whatever things you may
Right.
ask for, right? And you have a budget, obviously, that you do things for. I mean, that can be back and forth, and we can just include those in our contract. That you're going to supply, the fire department's gonna supply this and this on the ambulance, and the town's gonna allow the fire department to use the ambulance, so.
Right.
We can do that
Did you
by
guys
agreement.
approve this year's 2026 budget yet?
We just did.
We just,
Today?
not yet.
Well, yeah, we went through the
It'll be
second
in
reading.
another meeting.
Oh, okay, so, okay. So, with my past conversations with Joe, once I submitted a budget, I couldn't change that budget. Like, I couldn't just, I'm gonna spend money on this now. It didn't work like that. So, that was my concern, is this late in the game, looking at 2026 budget, it's not there, I don't wanna ask for it. So, I mean, if you guys are okay with it, but we're looking at upwards of,
I mean, if you split it in half, it'd be about 30 to 35,000 for the town,
yeah.
for
the
what
co-
it needs to function.
For the power load cot and the radio, we're looking at something like that, and it needs a muffler, but that's just my personal preference. It doesn't have to have a muffler on it, but I prefer to have a muffler on it. But so the other thing is, this ambulance is here for the first response. So our first response is located at a town building located at the corner of 5th and South Street, which does us little to no good when we're responding to an accident. And everybody shows up at the fire department. So Cody's intention was for it to be at the fire station. If it's labeled Brookston first response, then it has to be at 5th and South. So that was why it needed to go to the Prairie Township Volunteer Fire Department. Does that make any sense?
Have you discussed this with Prairie Township to get it transferred to them?
Well, we'd have to
Yeah.
probably talk to Monticello,
right,
George
yes.
first.
Right, yeah.
So he's already
So-
done it as a transfer, I mean, they can redo that, they can.
The original,
Change that,
so like I said, the original plan was for it to just come to Prairie Township Volunteer Fire Department, which is Prairie Township.
Mhm.
So I thought that until the day of the funeral, I didn't know that there was another plan for it. Like I thought that was the plan, and then he dropped that on me, and I was like, well, I don't know what we can do with it at this point, but let's just present it to the town. We'll go from there, and we'll discuss it with the town and see what we can do. I mean, it would be great if we could split that money with the town, the expense of putting it into service. But if not, I agree, or I feel like, it would be better if we had it, but I don't know. That's up to you guys.
But my biggest concern is, if we put it in our name, now we're liable for the insurance and, maintenance and repairs and so on. And that's why I think Prairie Township needs to be involved, just like all the other equipment. I think the majority of the benefit would be for Prairie Township versus Brookston.
I agree with you.
I don't feel like we should take on the whole responsibility. So I think we need to get Prairie Township involved in a discussion and see what we can do. And,
Wholeheartedly agree.
yeah.
The ambulance, so Prairie Township Volunteer Fire Department is a BLS non-transport. We have been a BLS non-transport for 3 years.
Tell them what BLS is, just in case I don't understand.
Pardon me?
BLS, what it means.
Basic life support. So it's basic life support, which means there's no narcotics on the unit. There's nothing there it's just basically like we do for first response. Same thing. We're not going to transport. The reason that Monticello wants it to be in that station is if there is a multi-vehicle accident with multiple patients, one of the first responders on Brookston Fire can jump over to the ALS unit that Monticello has up here, and one of the Monticello firefighters can jump over to our BLS unit, and now we can transport multiple patients without waiting for T's to get here. We can just go ahead and go. That's the whole intent behind the whole thing. That's it in a nutshell. That make better sense?
I mean, good reason.
I apologize for being late, but
So, yeah.
I think, maybe Regina, see if we can get Prairie Township, some representative from there,
Prairie
come to the
Township
next meeting
Trustee
Jill
and talk
Mears.
to,
Jill
talk about
Mears
this.
here.
Does that sound reasonable?
yeah, and yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Or at least get in contact with her and see if she wants me to take care of that, because Prairie Township Volunteer Fire Department isn't owned by Prairie Township. It's owned by Prairie
Yeah,
Township
if you want,
Volunteer Fire
if you wanna get with them and,
I'll let Jill know that there's a concern here.
okay, and then
And
get
we'll
back with Regina and let her know where things stand,
Yeah,
Okay, I can do
for the
that.
next meeting maybe.
yeah.
Well, I'll get with her probably tomorrow and let her know
Right.
what Jill
Okay.
says, because Jill's pretty
So she
quick to
can
get
be
back
here.
with me.
Thank you.
That it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, let's see, we had Terry next, but did you have anything else to report for the fire department? Any updates or anything?
No, that's about
No?
it. Pancake breakfast coming up. Don't miss it.
Yes.
Make sure you come and
Give
get your
money.
pancakes.
And how much is it?
For you, $20. Everybody else is saying.
That's only one thing.
Well, no better.
Next up, Terry.
All extra.
Okay. I won't be over 20. Very simple. I assume you're all aware that we had to take the substation out of service. Well, that outage that we had, the regulator was bad, so they were trying to fix it. And then they ended up, they couldn't temporary, so Monday we switched off of the Brookston sub, moved over to the NIPSCO source. That I just want to make a point that having the two was invaluable
Absolutely.
Yeah.
in that process, because if we'd all been over to there, we'd have had to make some sort of an arrangement, because it's got to go out no matter what. There's no option to it. And we'd have been in that shape of having outages again while maintenance was being done. So just wanted to bring up that your investment paid off once again. It'll be coming back tomorrow the way that it looks. I have the work all done. But it was seamless. I don't think anybody even knew.
That's
It
what I was
happened.
gonna say.
You know,
Must have been pretty smooth. I haven't heard any complaints or any.
Well, it was designed not to happen. But occasionally things do happen, Ralph,
Yeah.
that we didn't foresee. But I just, once again, kudos to the board for making those investments and doing what they have, because you've made a huge investment in the infrastructure to be where the town's at. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry.
Thanks, Terry.
Thank you. Emmett.
Have a whole lot. Sewer's been running good, no issues there. Probably gonna try to see about doing one more hauling of sludge before winter hits, because we're just trying to get to the point where we're trying to figure things out at the plant, get us a better idea, especially with the project coming up. You know, if we need to do any final tweaks on that. Otherwise, good. Water, no issues at the plant at the moment. I've had a few small hiccups with the meter replacement. The guys, a couple of them, they did forget about turning them back on, but I got with them and haven't had an issue since. But otherwise, going good, no problems. And then right now, we're just waiting on the applications for Tim's water license to come back. Then once they're back, we'll get him scheduled in to go take those tests and get those taken care of. Right now, electric, on what Terry said, really all I got is after the festival, I'll be getting with Travis and seeing about getting the tree trimming scheduled for around all the, especially the primaries before winter hits. And then on the new pavilion at Wood Street, building is up. They've got one trim piece and they were short one sheet of metal for the roof, but otherwise the building itself is done. The cornhole pads are in and the boards are in. Those got put in yesterday at the end of the day.
Are
And
those
then-
are those removable? Is that?
yeah, they can be moved.
I looked at them today and I'm like, those look like they could be moved. I didn't know.
Yeah, they can. They've got holes inside these thread bolts into that we could, you know, if we ever needed to, we could remove them with the skid steer or the tractor with forks. Yeah, and then after that, grade work needs done, and Ryan Jackson had talked to Rock and Dirt, and they're going to be donating, doing the work, getting all the final grade work done, to where it's all looking good before the festival. And then Ken mentioned this, yeah, on the second, Reese Riley got the manholes upgrade, which was the final part of the paving. Got that done, looks good, so everything's good there. This week I started and I just finished today. Got the R&M property cleaned up. It's looking a whole lot better, but in the end I had 8.5 hours in it to get it looking decent. Yeah. And then on the 8th, so Monday, Cole, who's the part-time mower, he put in his 2 weeks, but I don't blame him. He's looking for a job that he's got something consistent over the winter. But he asked if, you know, on his off days he could still come in if we need him, and I said that's no problem. So whenever we need him on his off days, he'll probably still be around every so often. And then Ryan will fill in as needed, you know, on mowing for the rest of the season if we need to. And then curb painting should be all done by the end of the week. And then really all the rest we're doing is just getting all the little odds and ends spruced up and ready to go for next Saturday.
I know you're busy
Okay.
with the Popcorn Festival coming up. Are you going to be able to get anybody out there to trim the edges of that walking park? Because there's obviously that grass is, some of it's almost 12 inches across.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see what we can do on that. In the past, we've sometimes been able to set the mower low enough that if it can ride close enough to the asphalt, it helps get a lot of that. The blades will pull it up and actually cut it off. So if we can, we'll try to get that in.
Yeah, I thought
Get
maybe
that
just
cleaned up
edge it
some.
would work too. So
Okay. Any other questions? Brandon?
what about getting a safety light on top of your golf cart? I noticed today he was on new pavement and he was down in front of it painting. Maybe just get a strobe light to put on there.
We got one on the rear, but we don't have anything forward facing.
Okay. Well, it was to the rear. I didn't see anything. So
Yeah. Oh, well, I was gonna say
I don't want him hit.
he's not as familiar with that with the golf cart, and we just recently got it on because we had an extra amber white strobe laying around. But that has been something I've been thinking about doing, and I think after seeing what DeShiel had set up, they've just got one on the roof that will probably just do that, so it's full 360
switch. Yeah. Well, I just seen him. The cars were pulling up right
Mhm.
behind him, and he was on that new pavement painting, and I didn't want to see him get hit. So that's all I got.
Did you have a chance to count the light poles?
Yes, we got 29 decorative poles,
Okay.
and then the garland is 12 foot.
12 foot. All right. Thank you.
But just thinking, if we went to the 15, it wouldn't be a big deal, because even on the shorter ones, the older poles, if we had another couple foot, it'd still look nice. And then that, because
Okay.
right now, one garland on the new poles, since they're a lot taller, the extra couple feet would
Okay.
give a few more wraps around it.
Got that down. I'll take a look at that for the Christmas lights. I was looking at them today, but needed to know the poles
That's
and
a couple months off here.
how long it is. Thank you.
Anything else?
Thanks, Ed.
Troy.
Well, aside from my hash marks on the things I sent you, this last couple weeks had 2 or 3 requests to talk to officers. They do that a lot. I did deal with a suicidal subject that was here in town. He left the residence before I got there. Did find him just outside of town at his mom's house. We had a conversation. It was kind of angry conversation, not suicidal, but angry. But I de-escalated that, so that was interesting. I did deal with it. I had another suicidal complaint called in by Lafayette PD. Investigated that. Didn't find anything there either. Couple domestics, couple traffic stops with verbal warnings, and assisted the county on a personal injury accident. And then I did quite a bit of school patrol this last couple weeks, and because of that, I mentioned it to you, but my crossing guard that we had in the mornings quit after Friday morning, and then she turned in her stuff. So if you haven't seen it on the Facebook page, we're trying to enlist somebody else to help out with that. Chris Landrum volunteered to fill in until we can find somebody full time. So it's being covered, but we are looking for somebody permanent. It was brought to my attention a few days ago about the property, Jacob's property on the east side of town. The the totality of the opinions of the neighborhood down there, they're all concerned about what he's doing with that property, and if it's properly zoned for what he's using it for. I did make a contact with area plan to Jenny Lynn, and she says she'll revisit it, but if it's, then she sees pictures and stuff like that, and said that it is zoned for what he's using it for as a storage yard. Personally, I've never seen it cleaner than what it is right now. I mean,
They've been over there working a lot.
yeah, they have. I just don't think the neighborhood really just likes the activity and the machinery that he's using to clean it up and whatever. But I did want to bring to you guys' attention that Jenny Lynn said, area plan said that if you wanted to try to rezone it, you could make an application for that to try to rezone it for residential or whatever, if you wanted to stop him from doing whatever he's doing there. And she would be more than happy to come and explain the process to you and talk about it. That's your choice. But you know, the neighborhood doesn't like it. It doesn't look that bad to me. I've never seen it cleaner, but I'm just kind of conveying what the neighbors have said. There was some issues of him parking things on the easement underneath the wires. I spoke with a resident about that, and you know, we kind of discussed maybe she can just call him up and ask him to move it or things like that. And it's been moved, so I think he put it there for a little bit, so while they're doing some moving, or working on there, and it's been moved since. So there's nothing that he has parked there along that easement anymore. Speaking of like the email you were talking about, I've been having some problems with my computer in the office there, specifically with my email. My email works on my laptop in the car, works on my phone, but it's not working on that laptop or that tabletop anymore. And I had Brian Maxon come and look at it, and he was trying to get it fixed, and he can't get it fixed either. Looking at the operating system on it, it's using an i3, which by now there's i7s, there's i9s. That computer we got it in 2013. That's so I would like it. I think I have enough in the budget for the remaining of this year to be able to get another computer, but I'd like permission to be able to do that.
What operating system's on?
Right now, it's a 10,
Yeah.
which 10's going to be October.
phase,
They're going to lose the security upgrades. So
Yeah,
So
sounds like it's
We
time to
just got
replace.
I think so.
new
Good.
12,
Okay.
I think.
you're not wanting a laptop?
for in there, I think
Desktop cheaper if you go in there.
Yeah.
a desktop would be fine. I do I do want to try to get at some point a new laptop, because the laptop we got is also 5, 6, 7 years old. I'm not sure when we
They're
actually
cheap
got
now,
that.
check into it.
Yeah, if I can, I will definitely do that.
Okay.
Because I actually want to get a computer for the second office, but I don't want to buy a new one. I want to maybe try to bring one, hand me down in, because all I really needed for is access the internet to get PSIMs, which is our report writing.
Okay.
Get good. Okay.
That's all I have.
Any questions?
No.
Now everybody in agreement so you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, thank you.
Real quick, just kind of pick you up back off that. I'll probably have to do the same for the computer at wastewater, because it's about the same age. It's one that's been down there since I started in 2012. So
Also, you need to get either a laptop or something, because they're starting to work on the new software for the new meters, so you'll need to get that laptop.
yeah, which we were already gonna get one because we had it through the
Line.
grant. Yeah. So
But we need to
Yeah.
get it, so we'll be ready.
I'll probably see about doing that when I'm looking at new tower
Okay.
for wastewater.
I know with us, we contact Dell directly and go through their government services. I don't know if that's something you do or not. They have a government service, most of them do.
Regina, extended summer sewer rate.
Yeah, so September was our last summer sewer, rate bill. And so I always ask every year, we wanna do an extra month for October for the summer sewer rate. We wanna extend it for a month. We haven't, it just depends. I'm kinda thinking maybe we could. I mean, I did have someone who just did some grass seed, and with not any rain, they asked me if we were still in the summer sewer so they can water that. With everybody getting ready for the festival, you know, when they have company coming in and doing, and I mean,
think since it's been awful dry lately,
Right.
we probably ought to do one more month.
just what-
I agree.
have the October as our last one.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion on that, Ralph?
I'll make a motion to extend the summer rates for water 1 month.
I'll second.
Okay, first, second, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
So Thursday night, we're gonna have a few food vendors coming in for the festival, not tomorrow, next week. And then there's gonna be a couple vendors, Rolling in the Dough and Krabby Mike's, I think, are gonna open up for Friday afternoon for lunch. I just kinda wanted to let you know on that. I had a call from Frontier FCCLA, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. They were asking if they can reserve the pickleball court for a tournament for their school. I didn't think it was a problem,
To raise
and then when I
funds.
asked, I'm sorry,
To raise funds, I'm sorry.
yeah, probably, I'm not sure. So when I asked when, well, it's not till next spring or summer. So I said, well, you'll have to call to remind us on that, but are you okay if they want to?
Next spring or summer, so it's not during the festival.
No.
That's what I was thinking first.
It's like, wow.
So they're, I
Okay.
guess, calling ahead
Yeah.
of time, try maybe
I
to
think
get
they
something in
can
their
do it.
schedule.
We just have to, like I said, closer to the date, have them get back with us so we can verify it.
Okay. Yeah, so I told them I'd bring it up, so I'll
Yeah.
give them a call and just tell them when it gets closer to time to get with
Yeah.
us.
Before that day occurs, when you get reserved on there, somebody else on there.
Well, why don't
And I
they come
have-
in tomorrow?
I have one more thing that Ken gave me. These are for the plaque that you were asking about the Joe Memorial.
Okay.
There's 2 different ones,
Oh, 2 different ones. I'm like, I'll share.
Yeah.
and so if any of them, I have extra if anybody needs an extra. So 2 different styles there. I mean, you can table it for tonight, and then
He always spells my name wrong.
okay, so we will.
I like
Yeah,
the,
well, I approve these.
I like the one with less writing because people aren't
Yeah.
gonna read all this.
Right.
And really, I
Yeah.
don't know that we need to put any of that, just really Joe. I mean,
I mean, it's up to you. If you wanna make a decision, I can
To
give
me,
it to
it
you
sounds
tomorrow.
like we're all being on Memorial instead of just him.
Mhm.
That's my take on it.
Just the first one, like this
Well,
one.
what if we took this one and then just took,
Took some of the
Yeah,
bottom
that's
part
what
out,
I'm
right?
thinking.
Just
All
that
this
it
off
has
and
his
just have-
information, right?
had
Not-
this stuff here?
Yeah,
the
because
rest of us.
it's for him, not really
Yeah, like
recognizing
they-
us.
Us for doing it,
Kinda
yeah.
chop
it
Yeah.
off.
Theirs.
Chop
That's
it
my
off here
opinion.
and
And
then,
then just stop it right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
We can
To
do
me,
that.
that,
that sound all right, Don?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Just like he said.
well, and then your name don't matter because
Don't worry about it.
Don't have to worry about spelling.
We're gonna take you off the list, Don.
so we are agreeing that I can go ahead and let Ken know just to do it right up to the,
Yeah,
under the
after
May.
the May
Yeah.
24th
Sort that out a little bit.
is all we would need.
Okay.
to me it just makes more sense if you're
Yeah.
making a monument. Just
Okay. And I believe that is all I have right now. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Any other discussion, concerns?
Are you gonna put the plaque on a post or on the brick wall or on the where?
Question.
I would
I've
think
I'd
been-
say we mount it on
side of the
the
building.
fence, or
The side of the building
could-
probably be more secure.
we could do
It
the side
would
of
be,
the building, yeah,
and
yeah. Then it wouldn't get ripped off, cause I seen a sign that had
yeah, if it's on the
got
fence,
ripped
it's
off
gonna get.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Tore
then
down.
any
Yeah.
replacement the fence, you'd have to keep
I
moving
think
it
the
every
wall
time
would be
or
better.
whatever.
It's just particular place. You don't
See
want
it.
it to where it's gonna
Mhm.
be hit and stuff either. But how?
Yeah.
If we can do that, then we can.
It'll
that's
probably
a
be
good
about
thing to
that
do.
size, like the other plaques he's,
Right.
placards he's done.
Sure they can
Mount
do
it-
something through the
mount it on
brick,
the wall.
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, he's got where the holes will be drilled and stuff on there.
Or whichever, and just-
Yeah, and if they do that, they make it horizontal.
'Cause that'll be
like
bigger.
this, it'd be
Yeah.
bigger. I think it would look better.
Oh, we can go this way.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you take that and just
Horizontal.
orientate it that way. It'll be
Oh, yeah,
bigger so
like
people
this.
can see it
Uh-huh.
You'd actually
better.
be able to read it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have one thing, I added Ripley Street from 3rd to 4th Street to the paving list. 'Cause we've had 2 or 3 different, spots where they've had to dig into utilities and then it's not settled, or it's settled and it's bumpy.
And well, just stay on there, Ralph. Actually, I was just looking at it today. From honestly 3rd to 18 wouldn't hurt because after 3rd up to 1st, it's getting a lot of thicker cracks.
I
And
saw
it's,
that too.
there is that huge pothole at the end of Ripley Street
yeah,
that's
I'm
been
working
there
on getting
all
coal patch.
Already mentioned
spring,
it.
summer.
Reese Riley didn't make any, and I was trying to find the next closest. And there's Central Paving up in Logansport, so it's the next closest one. So it's another thing I'm gonna try to do this week or next before the festivals.
Mhm.
We're gonna get a ton of tour of that.
Well, I'm glad they haven't closed down 43 much for the festival. I mean, it's just up there in Reynolds, it's closed down right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Yeah.
It's after the
I
festival.
don't think it's supposed to be fully
They're
closed.
working between here and Chalmers right now.
Right. I'm hoping they
But
don't
that's just one way.
close that road down next week, the rest away in
What I
between that section.
understand is it's lane closures
That's what I
until the
thought.
beginning of October.
Right, and then
Because they're doing
culverts.
full depth patches right now.
And
And
there-
then they will go through and mill it down and put new.
There was a
surface.
spot right outside here that they had to dig down like over 6 foot, and they were still getting unsuitable soils.
Yeah, because they got to test the foundation of it, especially when
Uh-huh.
getting the cracking that it does. They're trying to make it to where it doesn't do it again.
And then I guess
Yeah.
they just had to go ahead and cover it up because they couldn't rectify it. Anything from economic development on R&M or?
I wasn't able to attend the like conference and had another meeting I had to attend. So again, I didn't get the email till late, so it was too hard to plan for that one when I already made plans for the other one. But
Just one.
I'll be at the next one.
It's just been there a while. Alright, motion for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. So moved.
I
Second.
didn't second.
I second it.
Second, we second it.
But you didn't vote on it.